Let's talk very briefly about the difference between pages and posts. Posts were the first media type that were allowed on WordPress.com sites when it first started. After a while, they added static pages because there was a need for some pages to be available all the time. If we go to the front of our site, we can see, for example, that this is a title is a post because I left it at the default where it shows posts by default. An introduction to our book pages is another example of a post. If I scroll down, there is also On Nature by Albert Einstein, which is an example of a post. If I go to the top of my page, underneath the header and the link in order to show me the front of my site, there is an About page, a My Page title page, and a My Philosophy page. If I click into that, it gives me that particular page of content. The reason that pages and posts are different is because pages are meant to be present all of the time, be available to your viewers most of the time. If, for example, I go to the front of my site though, in order to get to the fourth post, I have to scroll down. Now, there are other things that I can do in order to make it easier for people to get to older posts. I can, for example, show a widget in the sidebar that allows people to navigate to just a certain category of posts. Categorization we will talk about a little bit later. But by default, if you want something to be available to your viewers all of the time, chances are you want it to be a page. Something like a resume or an About Me page is a good example. Posts, on the other hand, are meant to be fleeting. They're meant to be important right now, but not necessarily important a month from now, or 2 months from now, or 6 months from now. It does not mean that you can't get back to those posts, just that it is a little bit more difficult to get back to those posts.